3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Detroit!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Nifty move. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
No. Check. Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gun! Here we go. Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. Hauling it in, Nelson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Gun!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't. Connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this one's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On third down, Rosen. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Back there, Philly, here we go.
And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's third and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Rosen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Flushed out right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. They're Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now it's Rosen looking. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start the drive with Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Detroit! Set! Green, 39!
to throw here on 2nd and 10. Room to run past midfield. Wide open receiver complete. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook, try to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On first down, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
To throw is Rosen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! Over!
Rosen on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Sherman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Detroit! Gone! Over!
On 2nd down, Rosen. His throw incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Rosen to throw again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Fourth down. Here's Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Detroit!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Yates. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this belongs to the Vikings.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd down, Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Yates. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Carlson able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the guy's man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Rosen now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window. Sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star.
Gone!
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
On third down, Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Fights off the defender. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.